Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Chess Theatre. We have a big show tonight for you with two huge stars, the African Lion versus the Man of Steel. So, without further ado, let's walk through the theatre doors and to the studio we go. So, welcome to CKC Invitational. I'm your host, FIDE Master Kelvin Klaassen, and yes, this is our final day. Welcome to the final match. It's been a big build-up, lots of exciting matches, and I can tell you personally, I've been waiting for this clash for quite some time, eagerly anticipating, and both players, International Master Kobese and International Master Steel, really dominating in their matches. So I think this is going to be the big test for both of them. So let us see. We've got a very special commentator, a guest commentator joining us this evening. He is a true chess lover and a big contributor to Western Province Chess and Chess South Africa. Say hi to Dr. Advocate Candidate Master Lyndon Boa. Hi Lyndon, welcome to the show.
Good evening, Kelvin, and good evening, Watu and Muhammad. Yes, thank you very much. Great to be here. Thank you very much, Kelvin, for inviting me.
All right, fantastic. So let's quickly take a look at the player profiles once more if you haven't checked it out. Let's see. Watu, the four-time SA Close champion, Lion of Africa, loves to attack and any chance he gets to pounce and attack, basically. So Watu has played over 100 games at the Chess Olympiad for South Africa and has remained a vital component of the national team for many years. And going to Henry's profile, Henry is of course the top seed in this event and a two-time SA Close champion. He is definitely a force to be reckoned with. Winning his first SA Closed at the age of 17, he has gone on to beat GM Luke McShane and GM Carter Kamsky at the 2012 and 2014 Chess Olympiads. So back to the studio over here. Right, so Lyndon, what can you tell me about this match? Any extra information about the players, or what are you expecting?
Kelvin, it's a great matchup for the viewers. I'm also excited because, of course, we have both players having won the South African Championship on no less than 4 occasions. That is Mr. Kobese and Mr. Steel on 2 occasions, with Watu also throwing in about 2 more SA Opens as well. But we also know that over the last 20 years, both players have shown themselves at continental championships, with Watu being the joint African champion 2001, and then also we know that Henry coming second and qualifying in 2011 for the FIDE World Cup as well. We lost in that first round to Ivanchuk. So a matchup definitely one for the ages. Both players have got a lot to show, and I'm looking forward to some exciting attacking chess from both players tonight.
And in exciting chess it will be. So how about we get the players in immediately to have a chat with us. So welcome Watu, welcome Henry. It's exciting times. Welcome to the show.
Hi Kelvin, hi Lyndon, hi Watu.
Hi.
All right.
Hi everybody.
Fantastic. So, right, let's see. Where can we start? Watu, can I start with you? And can you tell me how was your experience or your run up to the final? Has it been fun? Has it been tough? What is your experience thus far of the tournament?
Yeah, well, it's interesting, but I think the other thing is that it's a unique experience to play a tournament and to be at home.
Yes.
It's obviously different from a tournament environment, because in a tournament environment, you are sort of just in the tournament. So it's been very interesting, but it's a very interesting concept, I think, and I enjoyed it a lot.
Great to hear. And by the way, thank you for Danny the Champ for following. Welcome to the stream. And Henry, maybe I can pose you the same question. How has your run been up to the final? Has it been fun? Has it been some bit of sweating? What can you say about the event?
Yeah, it's definitely been a lot of fun. It's a nice opportunity to have the chance to play, especially for me. I don't play that many over-the-board tournaments these days, so being able to play from home,
Quite
that's something
convenient.
that I enjoy a lot. So yeah, it's been great in that aspect. Yeah, it's been just a lot of fun. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Dr. Boa, do you have any questions for the players before they get off to the boards?
No. I think we're anxious to get started, Calvin. So I'm fine. I think we're looking forward to all those great moves that we'll be seeing very soon. And good luck to both players.
All right, so let's quickly check the ring. Players, you can actually get off the Zoom call for now, and then I will WhatsApp call you. And I think let's get to the arena. So now let's just get the video call going. I will adjust London's screen just now. And guys, as you can see, this time around, we have the colors displayed for your convenience. All right, we've got Watu on the WhatsApp call. Let's get Henry. And let's just get London on as well. All right, so we've got both players here. Can you guys just give me a 2 seconds over here? Let me just sort out everything. Just give me half a minute. Let's see. Arena. And you can also see the colors there for the players, like I've mentioned, the time is there and everything. So now let's just get London properly in again. And there we go. Okay, so everybody's sorted. So once you are ready, you can mute. What you can also mute yours, and whenever you're ready, let the games begin. Good luck. Okay, so we have Moonlight, which is Henry with the black pieces right now, and we've got let's see. Yeah, I wonder if I can flip the board right now. Yes, I can. Let's start with the white pieces. So flipping the board. Let's get this going. Okay, so we're having some delay here on the feed. Just hang 10, guys.
Yeah, both players know this position very well. So
Okay, so we're having some delay. Just hang 10, everybody. You can, in the meantime, also join on Lead Chess if you want to watch the match directly. And it seems to be going through now. Whoopsie. Let's reload. One, two, three. Let's get going. The first two games are rapid, so hopefully we won't miss too much. 10-10 with no increment. Okay, guys, so let's just take a 2-minute break just to figure things out here. We'll be back very soon, and let's sort this out. Just be right back. All right, we're joining just now. Just a minute. Okay, we've got the tournament back, and let's just get the full screen going. Okay, that's back in order. Let's just get London back there as well. What do we have here? We have a Sicilian with E takes F4 being played. While we get London back, let's just make sure everything is fine. London, just hang 10. We're going to get you in soon.
No problem.
Okay, so let's get back to the game. Let's make sure everything is okay.
Okay, black moving into the knight to e5, taking control of the dark squares, and white captures the knight immediately. Black recaptures, and one can black is quite a few minutes ahead already, 4 minutes to be exact. Maybe something pivotal going forward.
All right.
Key question is knight d5 possible now?
London, you can continue there. I'm having
Yeah.
a bit of a struggle with the feed right now, but you can continue.
Okay, I'll continue. So Watu has moved the two rooks. He's moved his rook a1 to e1, and thinking of things like rook e3 to g3.
Okay, so what's happening here, guys? We've been lost for a while. I think I need to also reconnect with London for now, but let's just get back to the commentating for now. Some connection problems, but we're back, and it looks like the typical Scavenigan stuff that Watu and Henry has been having a debate on for quite some time. I remember a famous game between Watu and Henry. I think Henry and Watu shared the title that year, but Henry beating him in the direct encounter. Also in a Scavenigan type of position where Henry was playing the black side. So these two continuing their discussion. And Watu has used quite a bit of time already. So let's see if we can get Lennon back online as well. Just important, guys, the first two games are rapids, and only two rapids, 10-10 straight. And each rapid will count as 2 points for a win. So Henry and Watu has taken full advantage of that in their previous matches, and they have in the past started with a huge lead. If you can win both rapid games, that means you will have a 4-point lead. So yes, the first two rapid games extremely important. So Henry taking his time here after Queen F6. I must say that perhaps the time of the evening is making it more difficult for us to get everybody on board here. And Master JN is asking, Moonlight, will you be playing the Half Nelson tonight? Half Nelson being a popular opening there from the Gauteng side, I think. So black capturing on c3, destroying white's pawn structure on the queen side, giving up his dark squared bishop. Black left with his light squared bishop. The bishop on d3 right now. Also not the most impressive piece, I must add. Okay, so let's see if this can work. We need to get our co-commentator back as well. Pawn to h4. So Watu, looking at the king side, typical Watu h4. The rook on e3 can perhaps even swing across to h3. So both rooks coming up. White really not holding back. Maybe a rook h3 now because the bishop on e6 is also covering h3. Just one moment, guys. Let's just make a last attempt here and a last attempt to get everybody sorted. Okay, there we go. h5 being played, maybe to stop h5 itself. Okay. So queen takes e5. Let's see. Let's get back to the game now. So material is currently even. Black queen has found herself on the other side of the board. Okay, guys, we're having some technical problems here. Just hang tight. I think we need to just sort everything out. Okay, and we're back for now. Watu on very little time here. It seems 30 seconds. Pawn takes g6. A lot of pressure on g6. Okay, so let's hope we're back live here with this feed. And the rook takes e3. White is a piece, an exchange down, but the king is wide open. Okay, guys, can you just hang on tight for the second game before you start? We've been having some technical issues here, so let me just reload my lead chess. We were struggling with the first game. I'll just hang ten for a minute. Okay, it seems like everything is going smoothly again, so you can start your game. Thank you. Okay, guys. So for now, we will have to try to get London back again afterwards. Let's continue with the match. So Watu playing black this time and going for his typical King's Indian stuff. And Henry going in for a very popular London system, super popular, played by the world champion as well, Magnus Carlsen. Okay, I think we got the times back as well. Okay, so here we have Knight BD2. I've actually seen Gata Kamsky, who also plays the London system quite well, play something like Bishop to C7, and then after the Rook moves to an awkward spot like Rook D7, then the Bishop would drop back all the way to H2. So that's something that I've seen. I'm not sure if it's in the specific move order, but yeah, white not shying away from exchanging queens, going directly into an endgame. And of course, Watu is playing with the black pieces. Right now, you can't see on the side again who is who, what color, but Watu is playing with the black pieces and Henry is playing with the white. Hi, Daniel. Yeah, I've been having some technical issues here, so only reading the messages now. Thanks very much. Hope you missed the technical problems, but hopefully the channel will continue being enjoyable. Hi, Master JN. Welcome. Okay, so there we see this Bishop C7 and Rook going to E8, and now the Bishop pins the Knight. Bishop D7 probably. Okay, thank you, The Real, for following. Welcome. The Real Jack is also watching, so welcome. Thank you for following. Master JN equals Nelson, is that Yaku? Ah, welcome. So White going into a full in-game here, just building up a solid pawn structure. Probably Rook B1 coming up next as well. A lot of times you get A4 running as well. Perhaps Knight C4 at some point. Knight C4 would allow Knight E4, but maybe at the right moment. And yeah, as well, White would like to play A4 just to kind of curb these pawns on the queen side. Pawn to B5 played. A4 and then C4. So B5 could be a weakness now. Knight takes. Still having some delays on the stream. Let's see. Welcome Fire Bullet. Well, thank you for following the score. I'm actually not sure because we've been having some technical difficulties. This is game 2 of the Rapids. It seemed like a scurry in the first game. We're going to have to check the results. Let's see quickly. Okay, struggling to find the results here on the screen tab. So, okay, let's just hang tight. So bishop c6, let's see, the bishop covering some squares on the diagonal, maybe even stopping bishop f3 from looking really good. Of course, the knight on d2 would love to go to c5, but he's got no way of getting there. Perhaps rook a6 for white. Maybe even double up, waiting on the queen side. So Henry with the white pieces taking his time over here, rook a6 being played. Welcome, Burton van Staden. Thank you for following. Thank you. Think twice. Thank you for clearing that up. Henry won the first rapid. Seemed like Watu was throwing the whole kitchen sink into that attack, but he had to use so much time to cook it up. So Henry defending quite well. So there, bishop f3 comes into play now. Black putting the knight on d5. White could perhaps look at playing knight e4 and knight c5 in the near future. And a nice struggle on the board right now. The white bishops, they are looking quite menacing. So black defending now the central squares, whereas the white rook on a6 is freely roaming around on the queen side. And yes, like Danny pointed out there, rook takes 6 was a threat. That's why black had to protect the knight. Rook takes c6, getting rid of the defense of knight and d5 was a problem. Still having a bit of a delay here on lead chess. Something is not clear here for me. So please bear with me, guys. Rook e1 keeping an eye on e7. Sometimes, not that white wants to give up his bishop, but sometimes you can think about capturing and winning a pawn on e7. So black covers that by playing e6. Some dark squares could be weakened, especially the d6 one. And white immediately jumps in for knight e4, and d6 is creaking bishop f8, covering d6. De Jong, good evening. Welcome for joining. Thank you for joining and welcome. Seems like we've got the guys coming out for this match. It's a big one, and what a time to have technical issues. So hopefully things will run smooth as the evening continues. Good evening, Master M. So now it's Henry thinking, yeah, Henry's got about 5 minutes, and what is on 3.5. Henry's got the white pieces. Knight to f6 check. Okay. So if knight takes knight, then the bishop on c6 is hanging. Knight takes knight happens. Bishop takes c6. b5 is weak. What to do for black? How can he save his b5 pawn? This bishop on h2, typical in the London system, causing major problems on that diagonal. b4 being played. Luckily for black, the bishop on f8 is covering that square. And white doesn't really want to capture because his d4 pawn will be hanging. So most likely a pawn takes c3, pawn takes c3. With the c4 pawn being slightly weak over there, black will have some idea of getting the knight back to d5 and applying more pressure on the weak c3 pawn. Brapella, thank you for joining, for following. Good evening, Brapella. All right, bishop b7. Where's the rook going? Is the rook trapped? The rook cannot really move. Knight to d5, so black accepts that. And black going down here in exchange. Now black has to depend on the pawn on c3 being weak. It's got some pressure. The knight on d5 is a monster knight. Rook to c1 defending, so typical of when we win some material, your opponent can get some initiative after yourself winning material. So white just trying to stabilize. Bishop h6. So Watu trying to put the pressure on here now. And if rook c2, b3 is possible, but then it leaves the pressure, takes it away from c3. So does black really want to play b3? The score is Henry won the first game, each rapid game counting 2 points. So Henry's got 2 points on the board or having won the first rapid. This is the second rapid game. And Henry is in exchange up right now. But Watu applying some pressure. Watu has got a bit less time on the clock. Less than 2 minutes for Watu. Henry is on 3 minutes and 29 seconds. Pawn to b3 is played. So the rook moves away. And sometimes white must just watch out for knight takes c3 now. Sometimes this could be a possible threat. After that, and then bishop. After that, the pawn could possibly run. So bishop c1, keeping an eye on that vital pawn on b2. So if the b2 pawn could fall at some point, then everything will collapse. So the rook on e2 is stuck to defend b2. What about the rook a1? Is the rook a1 possible? Bishop takes pawn and then knight takes c3. It doesn't seem that dangerous, but I mean, if black has nothing, maybe he can try that. Two connected passed pawns. What is black going to play after rook to a1? So Henry decides to get his bishop into the game with bishop e5. This is our second rapid game we are playing. No increment for this one. Rook to a1 as expected. What is the bishop going to do on c1? Bishop back to f4. So inviting bishop takes bishop, and then knight will jump to f4. And with the knight on f4, the knight could even go to d3. But g3 takes away that possibility. So what is this knight going to do on d5 besides looking good? King to f1. So now white just wants to get his king closer to the weaknesses on the queen side. If the king can take care of the pawns, then the rooks can be free to do what they want to. So very solid idea, very strong idea by Henry. Typical in-game stuff. Watu trying to complicate things as much as possible. Of course, the knight not as powerful as the rook here, so black is in trouble. c4 pawn also being a potential target soon. So white in the front seat here. Let's see how Henry is going to try to convert this. He's got pawns are equal. The thing is the pawns are a bit blockaded over here. Okay, so rook on the 7th rank. Just keeping an eye on f7. He should try to activate his rook on e5 as well. He's got this outside pawns here. Here he can start pushing at some point. And black, unfortunately, just hanging around here, trying to not lose immediately, but not looking good for Watu. Knight f6 blocking the fatal invasion on f7. G4, G5, perhaps H4. Perhaps H4 and then G5. Thank you very much, Novice New. Thank you very much. Welcome to everybody. Thank you for following. 95 check. So it's a time scramble right now. Rook takes knight and the knight drops. Oof. That's a tough one, and I think that's it for the match. Okay, guys. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a small breather as usual. Hi, guys. So very tough matches thus far. We've been having some technical problems. So what I would recommend is that we take our normal break, but maybe a bit longer. Let's say 10 minutes max. I'm just going to try to get things set up properly here again, and then we can take it from there. Is that fine with the both of you? Okay, so just give me 10 minutes and then we'll sort everything out and then we can continue. I'll phone you back just now. Thank you. Cheers. Okay, everybody. So Henry taking the first two rapid games. Very powerful display there by Henry and yeah, good defense in the first game, and yeah, he was actually playing a very nice positional endgame in the London system. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a small break, 5 to 10 minutes. I really want to sort out everything so that the connection is crisp. So we will be back soon. So don't go away. Get your popcorn out. Get the drinks out, and we'll be back soon with a 5 minutes and 1 second increment portion. Thank you.